Hey guys, welcome to MJ and Me. I am Moni, and today I'm going to give you 10 tips on how you could be a regular smuggler person and increase your credit score. So keep watching. So I have my little notebook right here, so you may see me looking down just to make sure I go over these 10 tips and not have this video to be so long. I know you just want to hear the tips and you want to get on about your life. I'm a single mother. I'm a pastor. I'm a student, and I also work, okay? And I'm not rich, all right? I'm not rich. One day maybe I will be, but it's okay. I'm rich in spirit, so that's enough. I want to give you the 10 tips that I did to raise my credit score. First, let me tell you my credit score was probably in the 400s. At its lowest, okay? It might have been, depending on which credit reporting agency you were looking at, it might have been right at 5, between 450 and 5, but I have raised my credit score significantly. What a low credit score will do, it will have you having to go to these different, like if you need a car. When I need a car, I had to go to, I'm not even gonna put the car dealership name out here because y'all probably would know exactly the dealership I'm talking about. But my payments was high, finance rates was high, all that. It was just high. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm still working on my credit. It's still a work in progress. It's not where I want it to be, but it's not where it used to be at all, okay? And I'm proud of that. So these 10 tips have worked for me. My mother, she was a single mom, and it was 7 of us. We didn't have a lot. You know, going school shopping was not the thing that we did. We would maybe get one outfit for school. The rest of the money had to be spent on supplies and things for school, which to my mother and also to me as a mom is way more important than a whole bunch of cute outfits. She didn't really teach us about credit, and once I got older, it really showed that that wasn't a skill that I had learned, because I just tore my credit up. I worked for a credit application agency where I filled out different, customers will call in and I will actually be the one filling out their credit card application for them to these different credit card companies. And in between calls, I was filling out credit card applications for myself, like. And I did get approved for about 2 credit cards, and it was bad. I wish they wouldn't have approved me. If they didn't ever approve me, I probably wouldn't be in the predicament that I ended up being in. I used those cards up, and what do y'all think I bought? Clothes and shoes, because that was something that I didn't get to experience. So once I was working and then I got these credit cards, I was just spending it and swiping it for frivolous things, and it ended up biting me. That bad habit just be interrupting my video. That bad habit just continued on. Now that I'm older, I've really been trying to get my credit together. The first thing I did was to find out what was actually on my credit, because as I told you, I was filling out so many credit cards. I know I had student loans, which I'm still doing research on how I can get my student loans forgiven, because when I applied and went to this online school that is horrible, okay, was horrible. I'm in college now, but it's a community college, so I only use financial aid. I don't do any other loans, okay? But with that school, yeah, they robbed me and they abused my credit. There are different credit reporting agencies. Just because one agency may have it on your credit report doesn't mean that the other agency will. So it's important to get reports from all the major credit reporting agencies, which is Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. The second thing I did was I got a secured credit card. And this secured credit card I got through Capital One, which is a reputable credit card company. What a secured credit card is where you have to pay this deposit, and the deposit is actually the balance that is on your card. So it's actually what you're able to use. So it's kind of like a savings or checking account, but it's on your credit card, so it gets reported to the credit agencies. So after paying that deposit and getting the secured credit card, what I did was I only used that credit card for my normal bills that I was paying monthly out of my paycheck. Light bill, cell phone bill, internet bill, things of that nature. That's what I used that secured credit card to pay. Now, the reason I did that was because Experian has what they call a credit boost. So what they do, after you make 3 payments to these bill agencies, light bills, cell phone bills, Hulu, Netflix, after you make 3 payments, you can use those payments, those 3 on-time payments, to boost your credit score. And what that does is it automatically just gives you free points towards your credit score, okay? You have to use this credit card to pay those bills in order to get the boost. For my cell phone, I think I automatically got like 10 points towards my credit score for paying my cell phone bill on time for 3 months consecutively. Nice. That was a bill that I was normally paying anyway, so it wasn't like it was any extra coming out of my pocket. I just, instead of using my checking account, I just used the credit card, and Experian was just handing me out points like pay your secured credit card payment on time. Don't ever be late, at least for 6 to 12. Don't be, if you can help it, don't be late at all, which is why I just paid like normal bills that I was used to paying anyway. But for 6 to 12 months, try not to be late. Capital One will let Experian and the other credit reporting agencies know, oh yeah, she's been paying her bills on time. Her payback is exceptional. Yeah, and it looks good. It helps to boost your credit score. Next tip is to pay your balance in full versus making the minimum monthly payments. This helps you to avoid additional fees, okay? So most of the time my minimum monthly payments will be like $25, but if I'm paying my cell phone bill, paying my internet bill using this card, which was something that I was paying anyway before I even got the card, I just go ahead and pay it on time and pay it in full. I will pay it even earlier before the due date. So my cell phone bill is due on the 9th of every month. Usually by the 8th, it's already taken off the card. At least by the 15th or 16th, I've already done paid that full payment off. If you do the minimum, you're going to end up paying back more than what you actually use.
No, God, please, no!
So it saves you money. It doesn't do anything as far as your credit is concerned, because the credit company, they don't really care if you're paying the full balance or you're paying that minimum. What they're looking for is, are you paying this credit back on time? To save you money, if you're on a budget like me, pay it back in full. Only use it for the bills you already pay. So during this 6 to 12 month period, try to avoid applying for other credit.
Are you running?
Okay, whether it's credit cards, whether it's a vehicle, whether anything where they will have to run your credit report, because those inquiries actually looks bad on your credit report, and it can cause your credit score to drop. Okay. The good thing about it though is after some time, it does naturally just fall off your credit, but majority of the time it takes 12 to 24 months. So it could be 2 years before these inquiries fall off your credit. This tip is probably going to sound a little confusing.
Okay.
Because we're talking about not, applying for credit cards, but after the 6 to 12 month period, get more credit. I say this because credit to debt ratio is very important when trying to build up your credit and increase your credit score. Because I only had one card, but I had this much debt, my credit to debt ratio was very unbalanced, which kept my credit score where it will go up, but only a minimum. So what I did was I applied for 2 more credit cards. Now, as my credit score started to increase and I got the boost and everything, I was getting credit card offers like crazy, okay? Every time I would check the mailbox, there was a credit card offer or a loan offer. But you have to be careful which company you go with and do your research. I didn't want any type of annual payment at all. And I wanted to keep my APR, my annual percentage rate, as low as possible. So once I applied for these 2 credit cards, and these credit cards are unsecured credit cards, so I didn't have to pay a deposit or anything like that, and I don't have an annual fee. All they did, they gave me money on the card, which of course, you use it, you have to pay it back. I got these 2 credit cards, and like I said, I only use the secured one for the bills, and then I have another one that I use only for gas. Okay, only for gas, which is something that I normally get anyway. So another tip is don't max out your credit cards at all. The credit reporting agencies definitely look at that. They definitely want to see how much credit you have versus how much of that credit, what percentage of that credit you have used, okay, on your credit card. My second credit card that I have that I use for gas, that's all I use it for, which is about 20% of the balance that's on the card. So I only use 20% a month of the balance that's on the card, and I make sure I pay it back in full before its due date. So that keeps my credit to debt ratio lower where that card is concerned. Yeah, I started, like I told you, I started off at a 4,500, a 450, 500 credit score, and it has increased.
Oh my God! Wow!
I'm at the good rating, okay? I'm at the good rating. So the loan offers are coming in, the credit, all that is coming in. Today, hopefully this helps. If you like this video and would like to see more like this, tips from a single mom on a budget, please subscribe. All right, bye.